How to save money before you even spend a dime. Imagine your weekly paycheck landing on the kitchen counter, already split into jars labeled bills, fun, and savings. You want to build a safety net, but every month ends with you wondering where it all went. How can you stop overspending and start building savings with your paycheck? The trick isn't in cutting corners after the fact. Instead, you give yourself priority, literally paying yourself first. After this, the next time your paycheck arrives, you'll see your savings grow without the stress of scrambling for leftover cash. The spending first trap. Ever notice how your paycheck feels gone the minute it hits your bank? You get paid Friday afternoon. Bills come first. Rent, utilities. Then, you stop for a coffee or pick up a new shirt, maybe dinner out. By Sunday, there's barely anything left to save. You try to stash something away, but after all the spending, it's just pennies, or nothing at all. This isn't because you don't want to save. It's a timing problem. You're working backward, saving what's left instead of paying yourself first. Imagine getting paid and immediately putting 20% aside into a separate account. That money is already spoken for, so you only spend what remains. You don't have to wrestle with scrimping at the end of the week. The real question is, why saving feels like sacrifice? Why does keeping that paycheck portion locked away seem so hard? Stick with this. There's a simple way to flip the script. Why saving feels like sacrifice. But why does saving feel like a sacrifice while spending feels urgent? Picture this. You're scrolling through your phone on a Thursday evening. Your friends post about a concert tomorrow, the new video game dropping this weekend, or the latest gadget everybody's talking about. Your brain lights up with a signal that says, "Join in now." It's not just distraction. It's a deep push wired into your reward system. Immediate social connection and instant gratification feel more real than a future you who's supposed to save money. That urge to spend first isn't just habit. It's your brain trying to avoid feeling left out or missing out. So, when your paycheck lands, it's easy to fall into the trap of spending to keep up or feel included. Saving feels like giving something up. You blame yourself for not having enough willpower, but that's missing the point. The battle isn't just in your choices. It's in your biology and your environment pushing you to spend first. This means you can stop beating yourself up and start working with those impulses instead of fighting them head on. Here's the thing. When your paycheck arrives, set aside your savings immediately into a separate account before anything else. It's like moving your chips off the table before the game begins. That way, the money you save isn't there to tempt you later. It doesn't have to be a big amount. Even $20 a week can build a buffer. If you wait to save after spending, your brain's impulse wins every time. Saving first rewires how you see money. But that raises a question. How do you stick to saving when everything around you screams, "Spend now"? That's the mindset shift that changes everything, and it starts with paying yourself first. Pay yourself first mindset. You get your paycheck and move a set amount straight into savings. Do it before anything else. Treat it like rent or your phone bill, non-negotiable. Say you get $500 every Friday. As soon as it hits your account, transfer $100 to savings. Done. Not later, not if there's money left, but first. This simple shift changes how money moves through your hands. Instead of guessing if you can save at the end of the month, saving happens automatically. You pull the money out before temptation or distractions get to it. Picture dividing your paycheck into jars on your kitchen counter. One jar for bills, one for groceries, one for fun, and one you don't touch. The savings jar. When that savings jar fills up each week, saving stops being a question. It just happens. That means when an unexpected cost pops up, you've got a cushion ready. Start by setting a fixed savings amount that feels doable. Even $20 a week adds up. Here's the real kicker. Once you lock that in, how you split the rest changes everything. But how do you decide where the rest goes? That's what shapes your financial goals next. Goal-driven savings buckets. You're already putting yourself first by saving before paying bills. Now, take that a step further with goal-driven savings buckets. Picture your paycheck as a set of envelopes on the kitchen counter. But instead of one labeled savings, each envelope has a name and a deadline. One says, vacation next July. Another says, emergency fund. A third says, new laptop for work. Say you want to save $1,200 for your trip next summer. That breaks down to $100 a month for 12 months. Every payday, you put that $100 in your vacation envelope. It's separate from the money going into your emergency fund. Each deposit feels purposeful because you see exactly what you're building and when you'll get there. This turns vague saving into a clear target you can hit. No more guessing if you have enough or stressing over mixed-up funds. The real power shows when you check your balances and watch those goals grow side by side. This method isn't just for you. The Center for Homelessness Impact is running an evaluation of personal budgets for people experiencing homelessness. They're testing how breaking money into clear buckets can help those with the toughest financial challenges gain control. But here's a question nobody asks yet. How do you stop the money in these buckets from leaking out when temptation shows up? I'll save that part for the end. Cash envelopes to control spending. Now, try this. Grab some envelopes. Label one for groceries, another for gas, maybe one for dining out. Put a set amount of cash in each, say $50 for groceries every week. Once that cash is gone, you don't swipe your card for more. No exceptions. Imagine standing at the grocery checkout, reaching for cash, and finding the envelope empty. You have to put that extra snack back. That moment rewires how you think about spending. It's physical. You can't fudge the numbers like with an app or a card. This simple boundary makes your spending real and forces you to live within what you actually have. You'll start noticing your habits shift without juggling complicated tools. But there's a catch. How do you decide the right amount for each envelope? That's where zero-based budgeting steps in, giving every dollar a job. We'll get to that next. Zero-based budgeting. Every dollar has a job. Ever thought about what happens when your paycheck lands, but you don't plan where it goes? One minute you're set for the month, next thing you realize your rent's half paid and snacks ate up the rest. Zero-based budgeting flips that script. Before your paycheck hits, you write down exactly where every dollar will go. Rent, groceries, gas, that new savings fund you want to build, say you bring home $800 a week. You might assign $400 to bills, $100 to savings, $50 for fun, $70 for gas, and the rest for groceries and incidentals. Every dollar parked with a job. Nothing left wandering free to tempt impulse buys or late-night orders. Picture it like sorting cash into jars on your kitchen counter. Each jar labeled, never mixing. This habit forces you to face your money honestly. You spot where you can't stretch a buck further, and where you're padding expenses without real gain. That clarity kills surprise overspending and keeps your goals locked in your sights. You stop wondering where your cash went and start controlling where it goes. But here's the twist. What happens when an unexpected expense shows up? How do you keep your plan intact then? The answer might shift everything you think about budgeting. You want to stop overspending and start building savings with your paycheck. The solution is simple. Pay yourself first. That means setting aside money before you spend a dime on anything else. Imagine if you saved $20 every week before any bills or treats. Over time, those dollars pile up without you feeling the pinch. When you pay yourself first, your savings grow steadily and stress shrinks. You take control, one paycheck at a time. Start today by moving money into a savings account the moment your paycheck arrives. No complicated plans, no waiting. Just one clear action that changes everything.